Hello, grade 8 learner. Welcome to another video lesson in mathematics. In this video lesson, we will be discussing how to solve for the equation of a line given its slope and y-intercept. It's another great day to learn, so prepare your pen, paper, and module as you start watching and learning from this video lesson. Happy learning! This lesson is based on the K-12 curriculum learning competency. The learner finds the equation of a line given its slope and a point. By the end of this lesson, you, the learner, should be able to follow and apply the steps in solving for the equation of a line given its slope and a point, which in this case will be the y-intercept. We begin the lesson by recalling the past lessons we've had regarding the equation of a line. When writing a linear equation, the slope-intercept form follows the form y is equal to mx plus b, where x and y are the two variables of the linear equation, m represents the slope of a line, and b represents the y-intercept, or the point on the line where it intersects the y-axis. Take note of this as we discuss the lesson. Let's discuss how to solve for the equation of a line given the slope and the y-intercept through an example. This example can be found in your module entitled Obtaining the Equation of a Line. Let us find the equation of a line in the form of y is equal to mx plus b given the graph shown here. First, let's observe the graph for any important characteristics that we have to take note of. Does the graph intersect the y-axis? Yes, we can see that the line intersects the axis at one point which has the coordinates of 0, -4. This means that we have identified the y-intercept, or the point on the linear graph that intersects the y-axis. Since the y-coordinate of the point is -4, then we say that the y-intercept of the graph's linear equation is -4. Let's observe another important characteristic of the graph. We see that we have a sloping line, which means we can identify the slope of a line through the equation slope equal to rise over run. To use the equation, first we identify 2 points on the line. Looking at the graph, it's easy to identify the points that intersect the x and y axis. From there, we identify the rise, or the number of units we move along the y-axis to get from the first point to the second point. We see that the graph rises 4 units upward, so that gives us a value of +4. Next, we identify the run, or the number of units we move along the x-axis. We see that the graph has a run of 2 units to the right, which gives us a value of +2. Now that we know the values of the rise and run, we can now use the formula for the slope. Substituting the rise, which is +4, and the run, which is +2, in the equation, and then simplifying the fraction, we now have +2 as the value of the slope of the linear equation. Let's process the information that we have. We learned that the slope of the graph is 2. We also learned that the y-intercept of the graph is -4. The equation that we are writing is in the form y equal to mx plus b, which means that we only need to identify the slope and the y-intercept to complete the equation. Because our information is now complete, let's solve for the equation. In the slope-intercept form of the equation, let us substitute the values of the slope and the y-intercept that we have identified from the graph. We have positive 2 for the slope and negative 4 for the y-intercept. So that gives us the equation y is equal to 2x minus 4. Let us now state the conclusion of this problem. Given this graph, the equation of the line is y is equal to 2x minus 4. Congratulations for finishing this video lesson. To quote the American writer Dorothy Parker, the cure for boredom is curiosity. There is no cure for curiosity. Keep your learning spirit alive, and we'll see you again in our next video module.